hate him so much. Come on, just lose already. They're ahead there now. They're further ahead there now. Thank you, finally. You're not being sheep. Think. This is a dumb move. Light's making a mistake. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to the Death Note episode 30. Now, the last episode was kind of strange, and I say that basically because it rushed through everything from like the previous two episodes. Yagami died, Mello lost the Death Note after he just got it, but then like also loses the Death Note because then it goes with Saido, so that the Shinigami side plot that was set up the episode before that immediately gets taken care of, and Near wasn't even in the last one, after he was going to team up with Kira to find Mello after Mello killed his team. Everything happened very quickly, and I feel like it should have gotten a bit more time to do things. But then I do wonder, if they didn't do everything so quickly, what did they want to make so much time for? Because now we've got 7 episodes left. We're in the last 7 episodes of the show. And from here, I feel like the last episode was kind of a fresh start, taking care of this original little story that was set up after the time jump with Light. And now what is coming? What is going to be here for the next 7 episodes that needed the time so that they took care of the last things quicker? It feels like it was kind of a cleaning house episode. Mello's kind of taken care of, at least he's out there somewhere away from the Mafia. Light lost a Death Note, Saido took his back, so now it's just he's got the one that Misa has, who has no Shinigami attached, and he's also got the one that Rem had. So both have no Shinigami attached, while Ryuk has his own. So our 3 still, but the only ones being used are Misa's and Light's. And then of course Yagami died, who was the last beacon of morality left, so he's gone. Now it just leaves Light in this sort of power position. Yagami was the chief, he had the authority. Even if he stepped down from the chief, he was still the father figure, he was the patriarch within the group. Now that falls to Light. Aizawa and Matsuda and any of the others, yes, probably are older, but Light's intellect and just presence grants him the authority in the room. So he's now taking full control of the task force and can do quite literally whatever he wants, even more so than he had before. But I'm just glad that Yagami no longer has to be around to see it. He's happy, he died happily, and he's just out of this conflict now. I can just rest happy knowing he's escaped. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what this episode will do, what storyline will be set up here, since it feels like the last one came to an end in the last one. I need Near to step up and do more now. Mello's sort of kind of been pushed back. Near needs to come to the forefront and deal with Kira and actually get close and make Light stumble. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel to grow. If you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over them uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
Near, if you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are on this.
Cool to see you actually like playing, because he was a kid.
Not to mention unusually cooperative with the task force. That would make the second L and Kira one and the same person.
He's already figured it out, yay!
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Having said that, I'll admit that I'm only 7% certain.
Wait, was that the same as L? It's very close.
Making assumptions is part of any investigation. If we're wrong, all it'll cost is an apology.
Yeah, wait, so are you actually going to do something? I love Near, thank you. So we don't have to wait to see him get to the idea that Kira is the new L. He's already got it.
My daddy told me that if you do something bad, your name will be written on the internet and Kira will kill you.
This sounds so weird.
How am I supposed to file this report without your name?
Give me a break. Please, not my name.
They don't want to die.
Leave me alone, or I'll put your names on the internet.
Oh yeah, no. Does Kira actually listen to these? Or like, what gets through? What does Light actually do? Hopefully, I really hope that it's just official ones that maybe get through, but I feel like it could be abused easily. And yep, the cursed house. Who is this? Is this the mum or the sister?
Claim this right here and now to all the people of the earth. Kira is true justice.
Oh, that scene is just heartbreaking. Kira's kingdom? What?
Good evening. It is my honor to be appointed by Kira as his spokesman.
Is that the producer?
I am prepared to risk my life.
Kira's
in order to
kingdom,
share
huh?
Kira's vision.
What a horrible title.
So Light is just this is his little plan to gain godhood.
You don't do anything but watch TV, do you?
What?
Okay, so Ryuk is just talking to everyone now.
The United States will no longer oppose Kira.
You gotta be kidding. And Light's happy with this.
Those cowards!
I've done
Hate him so much. Come on, just lose already.
Justice? No, I never said that. But because of Kira, war and conflict have ceased to exist.
You gotta be kidding. No.
Anyone who defies Kira head-on will be killed. That is a fact. We are not acknowledging Kira as a symbol of...
Don't you? What about these guys? Because they work for this dude, right? They work with America, president.
You're saying that you accept Kira? Explain yourself! And you call yourself...
And he definitely lost the next election.
How can their government do something so cowardly like this?
Do you guys mind if I ask a serious question?
Oh no, Matsuda.
Do you guys ever think that maybe Kira isn't completely evil?
You weakling! Stop it! He's always been like this, kick him out.
I've been thinking about it, and part of me just doesn't believe that he is.
Oh, Light is completely evil. We've seen what he's done. I hate the sort of facades he's able to put up. Those in front of people that know Light, and the actual facade he puts up as Kira, being this nice justice person. No, he is pure evil. And no one knows that pure depth of evil yet. When will that happen?
It's just that I can also understand the other side. I can see why all those people call Kira a savior.
Fine, they can understand that aspect, but still, there's more aspects than that.
I want to catch him. It's just that I can't completely hate him either. I guess I must be crazy or something.
No, I can kind of understand that point, fine.
No, you're not crazy. You're normal.
Oh, and then Light comes to reassure that, and they're all going to listen like sheep.
I'm sure that on some level, Kira probably knows that what he's doing is evil.
Can Ryuk mess things up now? Because they can see him. Can he, like, laugh or say something and just do anything?
Anyway, we shouldn't be arguing about it. Good or evil, it's not our call. All we have to think about is catching him.
Look at how close Ryuk is to Light. Can they not realize that Ryuk is Light Shinigami?
From now on, the world will start leaning in favor of Kira. It's only a matter of time.
Hate you so much. When does he, like, fully lose? How is the world caving before this? I need everyone to know how evil he is.
To that chicken of a president. No, he's not even a chicken. He's less than a maggot.
Nice, good description. But now what do you do? Because you work for him.
There's no way accepting Kira will lead to anything good.
Thank you, good, yep. Leaving the entire state of justice in the world to one person! Not a good idea! Who are you?
So you're alive.
Mello. Well, that's the blonde woman from your group. Okay, so he's there. Can you two work together? You're here now, so can you two work together? I feel like you could easily do this.
Mello, welcome.
Drop your weapon!
Oh, burn. Oh, he's got a Zuko scar.
Sir, with all due respect, Mello is the one who killed our partners.
Yeah.
Please don't make me say it again.
Just listen to Near. I want them to work together. Yeah, they might complement each other.
I've pretty much figured out who Kira is, and it's mostly thanks to everything you've done.
Oh no, don't stop it!
Shut up, Near!
Say that it's Light. Say that it's Light, please. Say that it's Light Yagami.
Mello, if you really want to shoot me, then go ahead and do it.
You just don't care. You're emotionless. Yeah, you are completely emotionless. And Mello is emotional.
If you shoot him, then the rest of us will have no choice but to shoot you too.
Good, rational.
What will it solve if both of you die?
I love this task force. This is such a better investigation team. They actually are smart and they're not sheep like the rest of them.
Anyway, I'm only here for one thing. I came to take back that photograph you had.
Not gonna work together.
I got it from the orphanage. There was only one, and no copies have been made.
Okay, so that's the only way Light could kill him.
I can't say 100% for certain, but it shouldn't be possible for you to be killed by the notebook.
Okay, good.
Is that the only business you...
You just can't have Light see your face, your actual face.
I have no intention of working together with you on this. At the same time, I can't just take my photo and leave. That wouldn't be right.
Oh, are you gonna help? Kinda?
The killer notebook. It belongs to a Shinigami. Whoever touches it is able to see a god of death.
Yes, good info.
That's crazy.
Who the hell would believe in something like that?
It's true.
I would. I believe him completely.
Thank you. Okay, are they ahead of L? They're getting there. They're getting close to where L was.
The notebook I obtained had previously belonged to another Shinigami.
Say about the rules being fake.
Some of the rules written inside are actually fake.
Thank you. They're ahead there now. They're further ahead there now. Okay, so you're just done now. Or you're gone. Kind of a shame. I feel like you'd want revenge though.
Which of us is gonna reach Kira first, I wonder?
You're not done. Do you like that little
race
look?
is on.
One eats chocolate, one to their hair. That's fun. Okay, this goes back on track. It's these two against Light. And Light is just caught in the middle and because he won't get any victory if it's these two actually going at it and actually trying to beat the other. Competition works. But yeah, they are now further ahead than L was. They know the back page of the rules are false. Now they can actually suspect that it's Light.
As for burning it or tearing it up, the notebook still exists, and there's no way to confirm the rule one way or the other.
We're finally getting internal monologue on you. Thank you.
False rule must be the one that states a person will die if he doesn't write a name within 13 days.
It's both, but I'm glad you got that one.
Giovanni, please set up a connection to L.
You just outright, please just confront him. Outright say it.
L, I thought you should know that we caught Mello. But he escaped soon afterwards.
Okay, not quite lying.
I can tell you for a fact that Shinigami do exist. I didn't share that information with you at the beginning because I was...
Light sweating. Please tell me that Near just outright says it.
Bothering me the most about this is the issue of those rules written in the notebook.
Come on.
I have reason to believe that one of them is fake.
Come on. Come on. That means the rest of the task force can actually start suspecting it's Light.
The obvious choice would be the one stating that the owner of a notebook will die if they don't write a new name in it every 13 days.
Incriminating yourself.
Tell us, are any of them false?
No, they are all real.
Lies.
You have a Shinigami there with you?
Yes.
Is that so?
Can you tell if he's lying?
I think I'm beginning to get the picture.
He's getting emotional. He's smiling.
Kira is there in the room, and he's making the Shinigami lie on his behalf.
Yes!
Whoa, this guy's good. He nailed it.
Yes!
It doesn't really change anything, does it?
Oh.
Yes, it does. It means that Light's incarceration would be meaningless.
Thank you! Finally! You're not being sheep! Think!
Being alive after more than 13 days in confinement wouldn't really prove anything.
Thank you! You're being suspected again.
Besides, there's no way that Light can be Kira. Before he passed away, the deputy director himself was able to confirm that he didn't—
Ownership! Remember, can they expose him? Can they expose him now? Think about it. Ownership. Stop being sheep. Think.
If there's a problem, I suggest we verify the rule this way. I will volunteer to write down Mello's real name in the notebook.
Oh, we're just gonna kill Mello?
Of course, that means he'll die. If I also die 13 days later, well, then I guess Kira wins.
This is exactly what Elle was going to do.
And other than my possible death, there would be no drawbacks. I'm willing to put my life on the line if it will help us solve the case.
Feel bad for Mello, but this works.
It'll only make me look worse to everyone. Could you please wait for a moment? We need to discuss your suggestion.
Panic, please, panic.
We can say that we must respect human life and deny this request, but I can't suggest that. I'm the one under suspicion.
Yes, good.
Mello killed the deputy director. If Near is willing, I wouldn't stop him.
I'm against the idea myself.
Who even are you? You're new. Your opinion means nothing to me.
We should respect the deputy director's wishes to the end. I feel the same. I'm opposed to the test.
Okay, so they're not gonna do it.
I had a feeling you might say so. No matter. Just one last question before I go.
Just say, are you Kira?
Was there ever a point in the investigation where the second L was suspected to be Kira? And call the number I'm about to give you.
You're gonna rat him out?
No, it's more like I don't want to believe he's Kira.
Good.
But if the 13-day rule is fake, then we really can't say for sure that he's in.
Come on, this is Aizawa, right? He's got a haircut. On, please.
Near. I have to kill him.
And here we go, getting desperate. Yay, so happy.
This is Kira. If you want proof, I can read out a list of people that I'm going to punish tomorrow.
Oh, great. So what are you going to do?
I'm very grateful that you and your country have sympathized with me. The SPK is still trying to catch me despite your recent—
Light's lashing out. There'd be no reason for Kira to do this other than if he was Light.
The CIA, the FBI, and all other law enforcement organizations at your disposal to find out where the SPK members are currently—
This is a dumb move. Light's making a mistake. The only reason Kira would go after the SPK is if Near made this move now. Near literally basically suspected Light and is starting to investigate Light, and now he's attacking. He's confirming it!
I understand.
Near will have some kind of backup plan. It'll be fine.
Please, wait, I'm going to New York. We are going to crush an organization that dares to defy Kira.
Dares to defy? They are talking about him like a god. It's so annoying.
I don't know what's going to happen when we get there. Hell, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, and I don't really care. Sakura TV's ratings are going to—
You are like just the worst human alive, in like a different way than Light is.
But if Light is Kira, and I just come out and say we should investigate him again, then I'll probably end up dead just like Elle.
Yep, the distrust has started.
We have a long history. I can tell exactly what you're thinking about and what's—
What are you gonna do, will you?
I didn't sign up to join the Kira task force because Light was running it.
Yeah.
I joined because I wanted to work with you.
Oh, nice. Yay.
All right. I'll see if I can contact Near without letting Light know.
Light's listening, and she's gonna kill Aizawa.
Make sure that no one knows what you're doing. You can count on me.
You're back into a corner. You've got everyone against you, and you just made a stupid move and going after Near, who basically just started investigating you. Tension is unbelievable.
I really want to believe that you're not Kira.
He's a psychopath. Look at him. Even after being investigated, he does not care.
This is really bad. Turn on the TV. It's Demigawa.
What? That's the awful dude, right?
My comrades and I have finally pinpointed the hideout of the evil organization bent on trying to catch our beloved—
He's like a cult leader. Evil organization.
of the people, the power of justice!
How does this benefit Light? What's Misa doing?
As soon as Near escapes, I'm gonna write his name in the notebook.
Oh, no, that is Near's building. So that is in LA. So, wait, I thought that was the task force building for a second.
What's going on, Near? Could it be that this is some sort of plot by Mello to finish off the SPK?
Nope, it's clearly you.
Surely it couldn't be that the SPK's security was so lax that even a normal citizen could find out where it was located.
Are you just outright saying it?
Damn it. He's lying through his teeth.
Okay, you're confirming that you're Kira.
I win, Near.
Kidding me? Okay, that's insane. He's actually just straight up admitting it now. Okay, this episode was huge and insane. I think Definitely enjoyed this one more than the last one. This felt huge. This was nuts. Okay, so I feel like it kind of becomes clear why they wanted to take care of the whole Mello stuff quickly, because it leads into this with him getting his picture back, and it wants to bring the focus all onto Near and how he's going to deal with this. It's clear that he's struggling. He doesn't seem like he planned for being attacked like this, but I really hope he has some kind of backup plan. He's got to have something. Like, we've actually gotten to the point where Light is basically just straight out admitting that he's Kira to Near. That's what happened here. He's gone after him like this after being investigated. My hope is that the task force see this and can actually realize it. Aizawa came so close. He's got to be the one to actually realize it, please. After Yagami died, he was the morality. Aizawa was always the one that was conflicted over what to do. He could really be the key to this. Matsuda is naive and young. Aizawa could be the one to actually get it. Then again, I don't want him to die though, because he has a family too. No, I just love what this sets up. Near, we now get to see Near struggle. Well, I want Near to win, and I want him to win overwhelmingly. It will be good to see him struggle and come out stronger. Like, we're seeing Light, he's celebrating too early. He's literally said, like, I win at the end, right? He's not gonna win. Near's got to have some kind of backup plan in place. He knows that Mello even managed to break into the building, really, but he used someone. Near's got to have a plan. He's smart. There's got to be a plan to get out without being seen and escape this mob of a cult. Actually, there could be some benefit to Near being a kid. Would the cult actually allow a kid to die? That could be a really interesting angle. Like, Near acts very mature, but he is a kid. He's like, I don't know how old he is, but he's very clearly a kid. If he shows up and goes outside, what would the mob think? What would the newscaster think? The producer, whatever his name is. What would Light think? Would he actually, after gained this Kira position, would he actually kill a child? That could easily destroy everything he's built. That could be something huge there. So Near could win by just showing his face. Doing the L move, because he's caught up to L. He now knows that Kira is basically Light. He's actually further than L. But L had revealed his face to Kira. But then again, I feel like Misa would do it. No, because Misa's the one that has to do it. Misa's the one with the pen, with the eyes, who's doing it at the minute. She's the one watching. Would Misa kill a child? I don't quite know. She would do anything for Light, so I feel like it's 50-50. She could both do anything for Light, but then maybe her morality could stop her from killing a child. She might not have it in her to do it. This has made me so excited. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. This episode I love so much, far more than the last one. Love how it deals with the Mello situation, just how it's still them going against each other to beat Light, but we're seeing Light just struggle and get frantic and more desperate. He's not planning properly. After Near confronts him, he basically just goes on the attack. He's not smart about it. It makes it so obvious that he is Kira and he's betting everything on this. It's such a huge risk, something that he would never normally do. He's gotten so comfortable in his position after these years that he's taken this huge risk when he didn't need to. He's basically just confirmed who he is to Near, and if Near gets away and lives, Light's done. This has made me so happy. Even though this episode ends with Light declaring that he's won and beat Near, I think this is the start of his downward spiral, and it makes me so happy. He has overstepped. He's overplayed his hand. He thinks if he can get Near to show his face, that he's won. So he's become overconfident. He's basically revealed that he is Kira. The new L is Kira. He's confirmed that for Near. If Near survives this, Light is done. All he has to do is broadcast to the world that Kira is Light Yagami. And that destroys everything. It shows that this new god isn't really a god. He's just a young adult, and he's just a regular person on a power trip. All they have to do is reveal their name, and everything would just come crashing down. Because Light's identity would be revealed. People would go after him. He would not be safe. He would be over. He would be done. And it's all because it's all his fault. He messed up here. Near managed to push right to the point where Light tries to attack. And he's become so comfortable over this amount of time where he's just been able to do whatever he wants that he's made a mistake and he's overstepped. And I'm so happy about it. Yeah, this episode was just amazing. Loved every second of it. I love this one definitely more than the last one. This feels like more setup, and I think it handled everything rather well. A lot happened. You have Near being caught up to where L was, and actually going beyond where L was. And while it seems like he might struggle with how it ended off with him breaking the toy, I still think he's going to have some kind of plan in place and actually come out on top. But this episode was just so good in everything he managed to do. Yeah, looking closely at Near. So I love his little sort of weirdness, or whatever. You had L who would like eat sweets and stuff. Near, he plays with things, and so he twirls his hair. He's a kid. So I like that we're seeing that sort of thing continue. I like the mirrored scene with him and Mello, where Mello ate the chocolate while Near twirled his hair. It was cool to see that these are these gifted kids that have these little eccentricities about them, and I love the attention to detail that those have. They add so much to their character, really. But yeah, Near has now been caught up to where L is and has gone beyond it. He now knows that the second L is Kira, and from that he can probably pinpoint the guy's name, Light Yagami. He knows about the Shinigamis. He knows that the rule about the 13 days is false. He's now instilled distrust between Light and the rest of the task force, at least Aizawa and Aizawa's friend. He has accomplished so much here, and now he's even gone Light to basically admit that he's Kira and go on the attack. He's exposed him essentially to Near, which is all he needs. Now he just has to escape, or he can do such a huge power move and show his face and trust that they can't kill a kid. Because that is his one trick up his sleeve. Light does not know who he is. He thinks he's an adult. Of course, we have seen that he's a kid. Light does not know that. I feel like that's his biggest advantage. This kid could walk out, go to the mob. What would they do? Would they really try and kill a child? Would they be accepted? Would that be acceptable for Kira? I feel like the producer probably would. But I don't think everyone else there would be okay with a kid dying. This could really fracture Light's perception or Kira's perception, whatever, and it could destroy him. He wouldn't be able to get away with killing a child. Everyone he's killed is an adult, an actual criminal who's done something wrong. If they kill a child, that would destroy everything he's built. Literally, I honestly think Near is untouchable. Then Mello. I do like the screen time that he got after his story kind of came to an abrupt end in the last one. I like that he's still going. He has that scar now, and it seems like he is going to keep coming back and doing things. He can't work with Near. Shame. I think I'm just going to not hope for that. It seems like they're just too opposite. But still, the competition is between them. They are still fighting. So Mello is not done. Near's getting very close, and I do want Near to win because he seems like the better option. But Mello's going to keep going. Happy with that. So maybe, since he's still around, he could do something. He might have another way to help Near in this, because I doubt he wants Near to be killed by Kira. He wants to be the one to beat Near, and he probably wants Near to be alive to realize that he's failed. So I doubt Mello would want Near to die, because again, he's emotional. Near isn't, so he's okay with Mello dying if it helps the investigation, but Mello is emotional and probably wouldn't be. He wants to rub his victory in Near's face. So that could be another option for how Near escapes this situation. Then I just love that basically it says that he's not done. He's still going to fight and try and catch Kira. This wasn't a goodbye. I like seeing their dynamic and their relationship, and it's one of rivalry. It's good. It's what's needed. Elle didn't have competition. If anything, he was competing with himself to just try and do better. These two actually have someone that's trying to beat them to the goal. They have competition, and they're going to have, that's their motivation, to just keep going and get it quickly. Then Aizawa. I absolutely love him. I hope that he becomes the face of the task force after Yagami died. He has distrust now. Because the way we've seen the task force, they are kind of useless. They were basically Elle's sheep. They would do whatever he wanted, and they would really only hinder him. All they were sort of more hands to get through things faster. They didn't offer any good ideas, and if anything, they just shot down things that Elle could have used to win. Now, Aizawa is actually doing something, which I'm very happy with. He's been kind of a standout from the group. It was Chief Yagami, Aizawa, and Matsuda were the main ones. Chief Yagami is dead. Matsuda is having a bit of conflict there, where he's almost being understandable to Kira. Probably not the best decision, but yeah, you can agree with it, fine. But still, it's not a good thing and he should be caught. Matsuda's just kind of towing the line there, while Aizawa is actually distrusting Light. He's using the information like Elle would, realizing that the 13-day rule is probably a lie, and can now go back to being suspicious of Kira. And he's going to try and contact Near about Kira and about Light, but all he has to do is give him his name. They'll be done. But then Light could step in and try and kill Aizawa, and we've got 7 episodes left, and I don't know what could happen. I really don't know what could happen. I hope Aizawa does survive. I don't want anyone else to die, really. I feel like more is going to die. This is what this show does. Then we have Misa, and I think the next episode is going to be very telling, because right now I still don't know what to think about her. I don't know if the show wants me to hate her and just be okay if she does end up dying, or if it wants me to hope that she rebels against Light. And the next episode, since she is the one that would have to kill Near, will be very telling in if she can kill her child. If she's perfectly fine with doing it, and then Near just finds another way around it and manages to escape, perfectly good, fine. That means that she is just another side thing of Light and that she has no humanity left in her, that she should just die, hopefully, alongside him. Or she's going to hesitate and she won't be able to bring herself to kill a kid. They could do it in quite a few ways. Either she just straight goes for it and then the mob decides, don't do it, it's a kid, and then she holds back or waits for Light's permission. Or she hesitates, waits for the mob to say, no, don't do it, it's a kid, and fights against Light in that sort of way. Or it could just be completely down to her and just not wanting to do it. The mob could say that they just want the kid to die, and Misa's the one that hesitates. That would be more powerful for her, instead of just going with mob rule. But whatever happens, it'll be very telling of what she is at the minute. What am I meant to think of her? Should I hope for her to go against Light, or should I just want her to meet the same sort of fate I hope Light meets? Then Ryuk, I'm so annoyed. He was meant to be the passive observer that didn't do anything. He's become so involved now, and I'm waiting to see if that will have some kind of repercussion. Of course, he was a passive observer by choice. It wasn't a rule that he had to follow. He could interfere, because now he's lying on Light's behalf. He's keeping this thing going, and I'm surprised he isn't bored yet. Literally, I think the opening of last episode when Saido showed up, Ryuk looked so bored. He was in a room alone and just eating apples. That was it. His whole thing is trying not to be bored. He wants to be entertained. Of course, this sort of situation entertains him. Fair enough. But how is he not completely bored? How does, exposing Light not make things more interesting? Why is he so vehemently defending Light? Light has won so far, and Ryuk seems bored. You would expect Ryuk to start changing things up so he doesn't get bored. He has no attachment, don't think he has attachment to Light, so why on earth would he try and protect him? If Light dies, someone else can get the book, another Kira could rise, something could keep going, Ryuk would be forever entertained. Here is probably the most boring scenario Ryuk could be in, and I don't get why he's just playing along with it. I feel like there's hope there for Ryuk to do something. He is getting more involved and that could lead to something else. I just hope it does. Because right now it's just annoying that Ryuk is playing along and siding with Light and doing things Light wants. Lying for him, protecting him. It's so irritating. When really he could be Light's biggest obstacle. He could do something huge against him, but right now he's just not. And with the rules that Ryuk set out himself, it feels like he should be at this point, yet he just isn't. Then as for what's next, I am beyond excited for the next episode. Near is being cornered, but Light is celebrating too early, and I honestly feel like all Near has to do is step outside, show that he's a kid, and just see what everyone's reaction would be. He's already said that he'd put his life on the line with the whole Mello 13-day rule thing. If he goes outside, what happens? Because now you're not just dealing with a man, you're dealing with a public perception, an idea. It's not just Kira, you're now dealing with what the world thinks of him. You're basically dealing with a religion at this point. So Near has to go out and actually challenge them and make them consider, would they be okay with killing a child? They don't know what Near's done. They think it's a grown adult who's going after Kira. When they see that it's a kid, that should hopefully do something to them. I doubt the producer would feel any change because he's just awful. Light probably wouldn't feel any change or whatever. But every other normal person down there who's in this cult probably would take a step back and try and consider if what they're doing is right. Then again, it doesn't all just come down to that. I mean, it kind of does. If the mob doesn't want Light to kill the kid, that would break Light's whole thing. And he wouldn't be happy with it because he wants this. He wants the Kira kingdom. He's working with the producer. He's very close to getting what he wants, and it all depends on public support. If he kills a kid, that public support goes away. All he would have left is fear. People would no longer understand him. He would have publicly killed a child. No longer just killing criminals. It would be forever recognized that Kira, this one that's meant to be justice, killed a kid. This has got to be Near's biggest opportunity to destroy Kira, and I really hope he takes it. This could be so huge in the next episode. Or he comes up with some other way to get out undetected and it just continues from there. I don't know. I'm hopeful that he does show his face, come out and just see what the mob thinks. Overall, this episode was fantastic. Loved every second of it, loved everything it did. You have Near, who went from working with the new L, sort of speculating, to being absent from the last episode, to now just straight up knowing that this is Kira. He's talking to Kira. He knows who Light is. He is now not only caught up to L, but gone further. I feel so hopeful for where this can go now, and that they can actually finally defeat Light. I no longer have to worry about Yagami being exposed to the idea that Light is Kira. He can be sort of happy now, and Near can just win. Light can fail. There's nothing stopping it now. Of course, we saw the mum at home, or the sister, so that feels like it's something as well. Not quite sure what's going on there, because we know the mum got shoved into a home or something, because she, I'm guessing, had a mental break when her daughter was kidnapped. So I'm assuming the person in their actual house is the sister who's realizing her dad's dead and everything's falling apart. But yeah, this episode was just insane. Loved everything it did, and it feels like we're finally reaching this final stretch of the show where everything's going to start building up. It's going to get more frantic, it's going to get more intense and just insane. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for episode 31. See ya!